Bronya will be my main in Honkai Star Rail. What's up everyone, Tushi here. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at Bronya, her kit, her constellations, everything that you should know about the character, and why I'm choosing to actually make her my main on my account whenever the release comes out, and I'll try to get her in CBT as well. So, Bronya, if you do not know, long story short, if you play Epic 7, she's pretty much Amelia. Her S2 allows her to push up the CR of a character action bar. This, they call it advanced forward action or whatever it's called. I don't know. It's something weird. She's able to push up the ally, and the ally is able to take a turn once I was gonna say Amelia. Once Bronya uses her skill on that character. I think she's going to be really good for a bunch of hyper carry compositions. Maybe you have like one DPS in your team. That DPS can solo carry, like a Seal, for instance. I think in the Kafka, right? I think she'll be really good in comps like that, and I'm looking forward to be able to use her. That, oh my god, this is like waifu. This is like S tier, right? This is yum yum category for me. I absolutely adore Bronya. She's my wallpaper, and I'm ashamed to say that. Okay, so her S1, as I said before, pretty much basic skill S1, right? She deals 50% of her attack as wind damage, right? So she's a wind unit, and that's to an enemy target, right? Single target attack, nothing too special there. However, this is the big one. She dispels a debuff from an ally. So that's like Amelia's S2, right? She cleanses a debuff from the ally, whoever she uses it on, and then she pushes up their attack bar by 100%. So they pretty much get a turn right then and there. Amelia does like 50%, but you start the battle like 50%. It's pretty much a turn, okay? And she increases their damage dealt by 25% by one turn. All right, now this is very important, right? Because Amelia from Epic 7 and other characters they usually boost up the attack, right? They give the attack buff. He boosts their damage dealt by 25%. That's pretty massive because as we see going forward in the kit, you'll see why. All right. So the ultimate. After she casts an ultimate, she increases the attack of all allies by 30%. So that's an attack buff right there, and crit damage buff also by 30%. And this is for 2 turns. So the reason why the damage dealt by 25% increase is actually massive, because that's on top of a further attack increase and a crit damage increase as well. And this is her talent. So after using a base attack, Bronya's next action bar will be advanced forward by 15%. So you pretty much want to build her for a lot of speed, right? Build her for a lot of speed. She'll be able to turn cycle fast. And that's pretty much what you want to do with Bronya. Like I said, I'm going to give her all my speed gear, make her as fast as I can. And then after using a technique, for the next battle, all allies attack is increased by 50% for 2 turns. So she's a really good support, my opinion, like top tier. The attack increase from this here and the ultimate, that's like a 45% attack increase, right? Nearly 50%. You're pretty much giving your team attack bar. Attack bar, yes, but you're giving your team an attack buff, which is massive, right? All right, so these are the constellations. They call them Eidolon. I don't know how you say that. Eidolon. I think that's how you say it. So constellation 1 here. So when using a skill, so pretty much your S2, right? Using the attack push, CR push, whatever, 50% fixed chance of regenerate 1 skill point. The skill point is important because this goes towards the ultimate. And it has a 1 turn cooldown. So you can pretty much, if you're lucky, right? It is a little bit RNG. You can constantly get it. So the constellation 2, right? After the ally targeted by the skill takes action, the ally's speed is increased by 30%. So she's going to be really good with a target that deals damage based on their speed. Now, I don't know if we have any characters like this now that deals damage based on their speed. Maybe Seal does. I don't know. I have to take a look at her kit. But I think any character that deals damage based on speed, and not even just speed alone, being able to have their speed increase is also massive in itself. So the ultimate level increase, blah, blah, blah. And this one here is massive. After an ally uses base attack on enemy with wind weakness, okay? So whenever you're fighting mobs, monsters, bosses that have wind weakness, we'll get a little bit into that as we make guides going forward in the future. We'll explain this, right? Bronya follows up with an attack on a target. And this deals 80% of basic attack damage is wind damage, right? So there's going to be 30% on top of the basic attack damage that you already have on Bronya, right? So you probably want to build her with a little bit of a crit damage, crit rate. If you do get her, with her Constellation 4. And then the skill increase, no one cares. This is massive, right? Her C6, Constellation 6. The duration of the skill increase allies target damage, whatever, increased by 1 turn. So the S2 right here, right? This one, boo, where is it? This one. She dispels a debuff from ally and evists their own action by 100%. You'll have a extra turn on this, so you'll effectively have a damage increase by 25% for 2 turns. It's massive, right? So if you have a good like energy gauge, skill point gauge, right? You can use this alongside her ultimate, probably all in the same time frame, and then you're able to give your ally an attack buff, a crit damage buff, and a damage increase buff, all in the same like, you know, turn. I mean, I think it's massive, and I'm going to actually just see Six's character, legit. I'm going to save everything for her. I hope she has her own banner. 99 base speed. I don't know how fast that is compared to the other characters. I kind of got to explain all this for a lot of you that maybe don't play turn-based games. Like I said, we'll have guides going forward in the future that will break down all of this, everything you need to know, get you into the turn-based, like, you know, get your turn-based game knowledge up to speed, right? And this is the Splasher. I'm pretty sure we all have seen her, right? She looks great. She looks amazing. And let me move away from that before I kuma even more. So, as I said before, she's like Amelia from Epic 7, right? If you played Epic 7, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I mean, I have Amelia as my profile picture, right? Okay, so the reason why I say that is because the S2 for Amelia, she dispels a debuff. Well, she dispels 2 debuffs, but the same thing, right? And she increases the attack of the ally and increases their CR push, right? So the reason why I said she's like Amelia is because essentially the same thing, right? You kind of play them the same way. That kind of like hyper carry, aggressive playstyle. And that's something I think that's going to be my go-to playstyle for when I do get into CBT and I do actually play the game, right? For release. However, the only thing I guess that, you know, I mean, of course, Amelia heals, right? Bronya doesn't heal. At least I don't see any heals in her kit. So you might need to bring her with an additional healer, depending on maybe what mob or monster or boss you're fighting, where what kind of content you're tackling. You might need to bring a healer, but I don't know, maybe you have so much damage you probably don't need one. Next up, apparently there is a SSR selector, but you need 300 summons. You need 300 summons to get a character of your choice. What? This is horrible. This is horrible. I think this is so bad. The only people that this helps are the whales, right? The whales are rejoicing. And SSR selector for 300 summons is great, right? You're able to choose whatever character you want. 5-star, excuse me. I keep saying SSR. You're able to choose whatever 5-star character you want. Let's say, you know, you're whaling on a banner, you're trying to get every character, right? You're missing one character from the list here. Well, you can get the character with the SSR selector. 5-star selector. My God. I'm so used to games like this. The reason why I say SSR selector is, let's be honest, Hoyo has never done a 5-star selector. So saying a 5-star selector sounds so weird because they've never done it before, right? But anyways, I think this is cool, I guess, and it's good for long-term free-to-play players. Sure, whatever. And you can get like a new character, right, that you haven't had obtained before. But I don't know, man. 300? Oh, come on, brother. Maybe 200 is fine, right? 200. But 3? Oh, God. I mean, because if you think about it, right? We played Nikke Goddess of Victory. We played Artery Gear Fusion. We played Epic 7, right? Moonlight summons, 200. Artery Gear summons, 200 for pity. We played, what was the other game I said? Nikke Goddess of Victory, 200 summons, right? For pity. 300? Oh my God. I mean, this is on top of the actual in-game pity, right? For the standard banner. So this is pretty much an added bonus, right? But 300? Oh my God. It's fine. No copium. It's okay. It's copium. 300? I mean, I guess it's nice to pick up constellations for a character of your favorite choice. Maybe get a new character, right? Maybe you don't have Baliu, however you say your name, right? Maybe you don't have Himiko, maybe you don't have Welt. You can get one of these new characters. It's alright. And this will be on a release, right? But By the way, this is subject to change. This could change. I don't know if this is guaranteed, right? It could end up going to 200 warps, right? With enough backlash. I don't think there will be any backlash, right? Because people are going to shove their credit cards, you know, at this game. But we'll have to wait and see, right? This could change when it comes to the actual live servers. So we'll wait. I'll hold torches, right? But 300, oh! Well, that's pretty much it. I just want to talk about the actual Bronya and the 5-star selector because I saw that in Reddit and someone I got it from CBT. I will be having CBT access hopefully sometime tomorrow, and I will be getting gameplay to you guys as soon as possible. We'll go over everything you need to know about the CBT. I will not be putting out any guides as of right now. There's no point. We'll wait for release and then we'll put out all the guides and everything you need to know. What I will do is get you guys that have not really played any turn-based games. I'll make like a knowledge check and try to like dummy it down. I'm not saying any of you are stupid, right? But just dummy it down for all of you to understand that have not really played turn-based games. We've done videos like this before, right? So we'll do more videos like that. And yeah, I'm just super excited. So I'm really stoked. I am really hopeful for the future of this game. I've seen people enjoy the CBT so far. I have not, however, seen any gameplay. I've not seen any of the story. I refuse to like do. I think it's best for everyone to have that first impression. So I'm one of the people where I kind of just have to ignore, you know, like I cannot watch people play soccer, but I rather play soccer myself, if you know what I mean. It's kind of the same thing. I don't like watch people play games. It's funny because I watch YouTube videos all the time, but I enjoy playing the game myself, if that makes sense. And yeah, I am looking forward to this game, and I definitely will main Bronya. I just think she's going to be, well, we already know she's really good, but I just think she's going to be a character that is future-proof. Future-proof meaning there won't be another character like her that will power creep. I mean, you maybe be able to power creep her, but she'll always be useful at every point of your journey in the game, right? End game, you know, middle game, you know, early game, you'll always be able to have a use out of Bronya, and I think that's amazing. And you can pretty much flex her in any composition. Like I said before, you can have her with like a Kafka team, right? Kafka, Ting Yun, Bronya might be a good team. You can have her with Bronya Seal, that might be like the top meta team, whatever. You can maybe use her with like Bronya Welt and a couple other characters. Welt has like the decreased speed, and Bronya can increase speed. You can have like a lot of turn cycling, and you make sure the enemy never gets a turn. So I just think she's going to be very good in a bunch of comps, and I'm really excited to actually be able to, use her and obtain her. That's it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all got something out of this. Honestly, let me know what character you're excited for the most. What character would you get from this, 5-star selector? Yeah, just let me know. I'm curious. And whether or not 300 is too much. Let's make it 200. That's it. Thank you all for watching, and have a nice rest of your day.